So we're only 2 weeks in. We've had multiple leads and we've seen patients schedule consults. We've seen, they prepay for consults. I've had already one patient convert to surgery, which is the biggest conversion we've had in the last year. It's been 2 weeks and basically your investment back, and now you're only growing from here. My name's Dr. Ami Shavira. I live in Austin, Texas. So when we launched our aesthetic side of the practice, it's always a hard market to get into, and so we tried a lot of things. It's kind of like throwing spaghetti at the wall, I think, and seeing what sticks. So we tried, multiple different companies to do Facebook ads, to do Instagram ads, Google ads. We just didn't get conversions. I felt like I was throwing a lot of money into it, and every check-in, these companies are great, and they did check-ins, and they would show you these dashboards and these statistics, and they're like, look how many people clicked your link, and you're getting noticed. And well, all that's great. It doesn't do much for the business if people just click and move on. And so it may, I get how it's good on the marketing side, and you see that, but it didn't really convert into any patients or revenue for our office. And it was just a whole year of almost kind of just losing money. I think it was through an email. I can't remember now. But I think you'd emailed me, and I think when we started talking, I think what intrigued me is, I knew in the back of my head it was always building trust with patients on social media. You can post 1 billion before and afters and say you're the greatest person ever, but if patients and people don't see you and they don't know you, you're just another number in a line of scrolling. And I just didn't have the bandwidth or the time to do that. I had the Instagram for a long time, but kind of before we started, you could tell it wasn't really very active. There wasn't a lot of things we did, because I try to manage it myself, and I just didn't have the time to do that. And so that's kind of what led me down this process of being kind of different and still on brand of what we wanted. So we're only 2 weeks in, which is pretty awesome. And we've had multiple leads. We've seen them through, and we've seen patients schedule consults. We've seen they prepay for consults. We've seen patients and I've had already one patient convert to surgery, which is probably the biggest, like the quickest and biggest conversion we've had in the last year. And so it's been pretty great. So I will say, and Jonathan probably knows this too, I was very careful and conservative, and I was very like, well, how do we know this is going to work? How do I know, this isn't just another thing that I'm doing, and in 3 months I'm going to be like, great, I lost, X amount of money, whichever one you choose. And I just think that, one, you guys make us feel very comfortable. I mean, you have the guarantee, which was huge. And you feel very strong about that guarantee. I mean, it's within a month. You're like, look, if we don't perform, there's no hard feelings. You can get your investment back, and everything's, we're good. And I think that was just the biggest safety. Like most places, they're like, well, it takes 3 to 6 months to do anything. So, just trust us, It's hard when there's so many places out there saying that. You don't really know who to trust. And so I think the fact that you guys felt so strong about your guarantee, and now I can say it too. I mean, it's been 2 weeks, and it's, you basically get your investment back, and now you're only growing from here. And so it's definitely something that you can, I feel like, more confident in trusting and promoting.